Hello, I'm Angel and welcome to my workshop. Today's topic is how to open and close a door with a rotator, state machine, states, delay chip, boolean chips, and a bit of collision. There you go. Let's learn it. So as you can see, there is a door here. However, let's see what is behind it. Let's take our maker pen. When you go to the backpack, select Use under the maker pen. And there it is. And all this is in the background of this little door. So now let's make our door. Press on Create, Palette, Shapes, and choose the cube. When you go onto the swatches, you can choose from colors and materials what you already have, or you can create new ones on the right side. My one will be a little orangey, and it's gonna be a wood grain material. Let's go to the tools and put our snapping onto grid. And let's build a door. Perfect. Now let's manipulate it. However, if you manipulate it when the snapping is on grid, it's not gonna be smooth how you exactly want it, but when you take it off, it's gonna be smooth. And you can manipulate it however you want. There's my door. It's done. Now let's go to the palette, search bar, and put in a rotator V1 Legacy. This is what we will need to rotate the door. Look, that's the one. I'm gonna place this now on the top of my door. Exactly like this. And later on I will be able to move it to its position. Go back to the tools, press on Move, and bring it a bit up. So when we connect it, you will be able to see the wire perfectly. Now let's bring out the state machine and two states. These are chips. Go back to Tools and put the snapping on grid and then rotate, so you will be able to rotate them to the grid. How you do this? You just press long with the trigger on both of or all three colors, and do that with all of them. Now we're gonna connect the state machine to the first state, like this. Next we connect the first state into the second state, and the second state into the first state. Let's move the right one a bit further so you will see the wire. And look, they are blinking. Now let's configure the two states. Press Configure and press onto the first state and change the state name to Close Door. When you click off of it, you will be able to see it says closed door on it. Let's do exactly the same with the second state as well. However, this time it's gonna be called open door. Like that. And you can see it already appeared on the state. Let's bring out the Boolean chip. When you go onto the search bar, you can just put in and bring it out, like how we did with the state machine. You can snap it to grid. However, press on configure and change its name to not. Everything else has to be off as it was before. Let's connect the output to the activate button between the closed and the open door. And also let's bring out our trigger zone. It has to be the V1 Legacy as well. So it's not the first one, it's gonna be the second one what comes out. We're gonna draw it now. How I normally do it is I press tools, I press manipulate, I bring it across so I see how much is not on the grid, and put the snapping to grid, press to rotate, and press long trigger on all of the colors. So don't move it, just press long with the trigger. And now you can manipulate it how smooth, however you want it. Now let's configure the states. Press configure and press onto the closed door. And the value 2 will be 10. The value 1 stays 0, and the value 3 stays 0 on the closed door. When we go to the open door, we're gonna put for the value 2 -10, value 3 -90, and the value 1 will stay 0. So now let's bring out an invisible collision, again V1 Legacy. And we will be able to put this behind the door. Manipulate it, so the snapping has to be off grid. Move it down and move it inside the trigger zone and make it big. I'll show you. And now let's connect everything. We're gonna connect the Boolean chip into the green zone, that is total current in zone. Then we're gonna configure the state machine and put it to 1. Let's go to the gizmo as well and put it to 1. And we connect the state machine red into the collision. We connect the state machine green into the gizmo green. And look what it does to the door. I'm gonna stop the gizmos now and configure the gizmo because we need a blue pin as well. So you can see the move to target. This has to be on and we will be able to have that blue pin what we were missing. Connect the state machine blue into the gizmo blue. So many wires here, guys. Let's bring out another state. I'm gonna put it under the open door. Go to Tools, press Configure, and let's put the values in and the name. So first we're gonna put the name, and I'm gonna call it Door Open. Let's connect this to the open door, just like this, and the closed door, just like this. Configure the door open and put the values in. The first value will be 1, the second value will be -10, and the third value will be -90. Press on Connect and connect the output of the not boolean chip into the activate button between the door open and closed door, and then connect the activate button into the total current in zone, and it will shut the door. Look how I connected it. Now we bring out a delay chip, just in the middle. You can snap it to grid if you want. Let's connect the closed door red pin into the reset button of the delay chip on the left, and the output into the activate button between the open door and door open. The signal of the delay chip goes into the red arrow on the trigger zone. Let's configure the green and put it to 15. When you go back to the tools, you can just unselect it, and there you have it. You're going and opening the door. When you're going back, there is a collision, stops you until the door is open again. Fantastic! Thank you for being here with me, and see you in the next video. Comment, subscribe, tell me what you think.